What's going on, guys? My name is Aldeniro and welcome to a FIFA 16 informational video. For anyone who's wondering, if I'm still alive or whatever, I am still alive and I'm probably going to return with a career mode for FIFA 16, so this video does indeed concern me. It's kind of a random comeback video to make, I suppose. Although I never actually went anywhere, I just fell out of love with FIFA 15, but I'm pretty, optimistic about everything that I've seen regarding FIFA 16 so far, which as a FIFA player is the nature of, every time a game is released. But I'm still pretty confident. I still think I can have fun with the career mode, maybe I won't go as hard as I did before and just burn out straight away with playing the game, but I think I am going to have some fun. But anyways, the point of this video is to showcase the highest rated hidden gems in career mode, the players who grow the most, the players that everybody will sign at the start of every career mode, and the players who just become unbelievable players. So they have released an Excel spreadsheet full of the top under 21 potential players. So basically players who are under 21 who have the highest potential. I did a video of this ilk last year which did pretty well, so I guess a lot of people don't really follow EA Sports on Twitter. Like, they're not really up to date with information that comes out about FIFA, and it's funny how you tune into stuff like that. Like, for me, I see lots of stuff coming out about Ultimate Team and I just don't pay any attention to it, but then career mode stuff comes out and my brain is like, oh, I need to know this stuff because this is how I play the game, basically. So the top rated player, the highest potential for an under 21-year-old player in this game is from the Jupiler League in Belgium, playing for Anderlecht. It's Youri Tielemans, who was really highly rated in last year's game as well, had a really high potential rating in last year's game. I can't remember specifically what it was, but in at number 2 is Memphis Depay from Manchester United, which is pretty interesting because I believe he was last year's top, or else it was Paul Pogba who was top. But Youri Tielemans has a 76 overall. He's a central midfielder with 90 potential, and Memphis Depay is there at the age of 21 with 89 potential. He starts off as 81. I don't think he's got 5-star skills anymore, but that's not confirmed. At least I haven't confirmed it. I don't know if it's confirmed or not in the game. I'm fairly sure it would be. But in at number 3 is Francisco Alcaca. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's like unbelievable in Football Manager as well, and he always seems to score against me. But he's a player who, if you play Ultimate Team on FIFA 15, at least at the start of the game, it was obviously harder to buy players like Benzema, that kind of top caliber striker. So a lot of people went for players like this. I don't really think he was that good in Ultimate Team, but in career mode he's got a potential of 88, and as we all know, career mode is a completely different game to Ultimate Team, so that is a pretty good rating. And then in at number 4, Raheem Sterling. This is a man whose potential will concern me because I believe I'm going to start my career mode series with Manchester City next week when the game actually comes out. But Sterling starts off with an 82 overall and an 88 potential. I'm sure a lot of Liverpool fans think that Jordan Ibe should have 90 potential off the back of that, but Sterling is one of my favourite players in real life. I actually really enjoy watching him play. I think if he could improve his finishing, he would just become like a really highly rated player. But a lot of people at the moment are like, oh, he's only got pace, which is complete nonsense. Anyway, Luke Shaw is the 5th highest rated potential player under 21 with a 77 overall at the start of the game, which I think is actually fair. I think they've done that really well, and an 88 potential. I think the thing about Luke Shaw that I really like is that he's not actually particularly bad at anything. He's just not amazing at anything just yet. So that's pretty interesting. Then Paulo Dybala there with an 88 potential at Juventus. That's pretty good. Then Daniele Rugani with an 88 potential as well. He's actually going to be a really highly sought after centre back when it comes to career mode, I believe, because people do always look out for centre backs, and I think people tend to get less creative when signing centre backs. I know myself, Varane and Cocker are just 2 players that I sign in probably every career mode ever. Then you've got Maximilian Meyer in there from Schalke. I think some people pronounce it Meyer. I think it's Meyer though, based on when I studied German. He's got an 88 potential, and he had a few informs last year, I think. But I remember having one of his inform cards, and it was just unreal. So if his career mode player, with its full potential realized, is anything like that Ultimate Team card, then I think he's going to be really good. Then another centre back from Hoffenheim, Niklas Süle, who I signed in career mode Football Manager. One of my Football Manager saves, I was managing Bayern Munich, and I signed him for about 32 million, and he turned out to be incredible. So I think I'll actually be looking to sign him pretty early on. in my career mode. I think he's one of those players that I just would like to have a go and just see how good he is. Then we've got Julian Brandt from former Leicester City player. Nah, not really, but I do remember signing Julian Brandt and him not even kind of reaching his potential, which obviously leaves the question open of, will these players actually go on to achieve their potential, or will the glitch still be in place? But other players in there, I think a huge favourite for a lot of people will be Breel Donald Mbolo from Basel, with an 88 overall potential, which is unreal because he's obviously really, really fast anyway, and he should do incredibly well for, say, championship teams or lower half Premier League teams from the very, very start of the game. Then John Stones and Kurt Zouma are going to be immensely popular as well, along with Laporte, who this time has an 87 potential, but I think a lot of the times with these players you can actually push them to a higher potential if you play them enough. They've got Mateo Kovacic and Jetro Willems in there as well, both with 86 rated potential, and Luciano Vieto with 86 potential as well. Then Ryan Gold from Sporting, the Scottish player, former Dundee United attacking midfielder, with an 86 potential, which is phenomenal. Adnan Januzaj there with an 86 potential as well, and Nabil Bentaleb, Tim Sherwood's favourite player in the entire world, with an 86 potential as well. Other 86s that I think a lot of people will sign are Tin Yedvai, who I don't know, like, he has been a really, really highly rated defender for a couple of years now, and I've never actually really seen him play too much. I don't tend to watch an awful lot of Leverkusen games, to be honest. But then there's Balde Keita playing for Lazio, who just is kind of a bit of a speed demon in the game, if memory serves me correctly. Other players that just are on this list that seem to be quite interesting, I think that Denis Suarez at Sevilla is interesting, and I think Deulofeu for Everton with an 85 potential, along with Julian Draxler from Schalke, are two really good choices for wingers. Then you've got Bertrand Traore, who obviously is one of my favourites, and Domenico Berardi, this time only having an 85. I think he had a lot higher than that last season. But that is the full list. The hidden gems section is separate to that, and there's some players on there that I can't even see the like, you see the amount of like what the highest potential jump would be. So for example, top of the hidden gems list is Jesus Maramon from a team called I don't know how you pronounce it, they're a Colombian team, Once Caldas maybe, but he's a 16-year-old CDM who goes from a 51 overall to a 76 potential with a 25 jump, which is actually pretty phenomenal. Then you've got Calvin Miller for Celtic, who goes from a 53 to a 75. Just such a massive jump there with these players. I suppose the most impressive overall would be the likes of Václav Černý from Ajax, who can go from a 66 to an 86. And then there's Mastur from AC Milan, who goes from a 67 to an 87. So a 20 jump overall on those players is pretty interesting. But I'm going to leave the video here. That's going to be the end of it. Obviously, this has been a fairly boring video to look at because it is just stats and things like that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys are a little bit more hyped for FIFA 16 in light of that. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to my career mode. If you are active on this channel and you've listened to this video the whole way through, please do leave a like just to let me know that you're still around. That would be awesome. I've been El Dinero. Thanks for watching.